Welcome to the session today. So this is Sungmin, first speaker, and he's Hyungwon, who is the second speaker today's session. Actually, we in charge of developing metadata server of a smart TV at Samsung Electronics. This session is about discovery service onboarding guide. So I'm going to introduce two things. First one is the universal guide and Bixby search, which are discovery service of a Samsung Smart TV. And second is how to join in discovery service ecosystem. I hope you enjoy this session. I'm going to talk following three subjects today: background, content discovery service, and how to become a Samsung partner. So let's see in more detail. This chapter is about consumer behaviors. In today, many people like OTT content, and it becomes growing popular more and more. Why people like OTT content? Because people like watching video whenever they want on their preferred device, TV, mobile, or tablet. So these days, people spend much more time watching OTT content. In recent years, the OTT industry has grown rapidly. In 2019, 46% of US broadband households subscribe to two or more OTT services because consumers are finding that they cannot satisfy all their interests through a single service. Because there are two reasons. First reason is there are many viewing options people can choose, like price or subscription type. Second reason is many OTT providers supply their exclusive own content more and more to make strong their service. However, as I just mentioned, because there are many OTT providers and content recently, sometimes it's harder to navigate content quickly, people like, whenever they wish to view them. And sometimes people don't know what to watch. So what are our insights? To summarize, here are three consumer behaviors. First one is increasing watching time of OTT content. Second is multiple OTT subscriptions. Third is hard to navigate content. We gained some insight through this kind of consumer behaviors, and we thought we have to do something to satisfy our consumer. So we have developed universal guide and Bixby search for content discovery service of Samsung Smart TV. This chapter is about content discovery services. As I mentioned, we have universal guide and Bixby search for content discovery services. These pictures are first page of each service. Let me introduce one by one in more detail. Before starting, let's watch introduction video of universal guide. So let's just see how Universal Guide is organized. It consists of landing page, content detail page, and source selection page. The landing page on the first screen, user can browse diverse content sources like TV Plus channel, live TV channel, or OTT content in a single page. When user selects any content from landing page, user can see various content details like title, description, popularity, or rating information. When selecting Watch Now button in that page, user can see various viewing options like price or subscription type. That is source selection page. If users select any of them, the video is played directly on partner's application. This kind of organization can provide a content-centric experience for the users. So, what about Bixby Search? Bixby is a Samsung AI platform, and it supports content navigation by voice. For example, if you say, what are some movies released this year? Then, horizontal lists of results are displayed at the bottom of the screen. And user can navigate and select content by voice. When you select any of them, the content detail page is displayed at the same place. And when selecting Watch This button, you can see various viewing options like Universal Guide. This organization is same with Universal Guide because we want to provide same user experience for easy control when user meet content discovery service of Samsung Smart TV. So, what are the advantages of discovery services? In fact, there are two aspects to the advantages. One is the consumer side, and another is partner side. On the consumer side, because we provide with diverse content source like live TV channel, TV Plus channel, or OTT content, user can easily access to the content whenever they want to watch. On partner side, they have much more chance to expose their content in Samsung Smart TV and Discovery service. So everyone is happy. As you can see, our Discovery service are available in United States and 5 countries in Europe, India, and Korea. We have a relationship with various partners at the same time. And to provide too rich content and experience for user, partnership expansion is currently in progress from various countries. This chapter is the main subject for this session. Let's just see in more detail. To expose partners' content in Discovery service, just only 2 things are required from partners. First one is providing content metadata to Samsung. Second is implement Tizen TV application for playing partners' content. Let me show you how these 2 things are used in Discovery services. Samsung metadata server is getting a partner's metadata feed periodically. After that, Samsung metadata server delivers it to Universal Guide and Bixby Search. When users select content in Discovery service, deep link data is delivered to partner's application. For your reference, let me explain what deep link is. Deep link is uniform resource identifier for linking to a specific location within an app. Of course, deep link data is part of content metadata, and it kind of a bridge between partner's application and discovery service. That's why people can play partner's contents through Samsung Discovery services. And Mr. Hwang will announce in the next chapter.
Thanks, Mr. Lim, to explain what our discovery services are and how our partners to join our discovery services. From now on, I will explain the technical details. We made this spec for partners to help partners to be engaged in discovery services on Samsung TV. It consists of two different kinds of formats. The first one is if you can provide external IDs from a metadata company such as Gracenote, then it's okay to just provide the external IDs and the corresponding viewing options. In this case, your data and the data from metadata companies will be used to compose the detail page in the services. And if you have no external ID for your content, still you can provide your content metadata in accordance with our spec. In this case, only your data will be used to compose the detail page of the discovery services. So it's more important that the content metadata quality is more important than the case of post format. So let's see the details more. Post format consists of three things: program ID, external ID, and viewing options, which is called playback item in this spec. Playback items consist of deep link payload, available countries, license, price, currency, video quality, and available time range, and audio and subtitle languages. Deep link payload here will be delivered to partner's app when it's launched from Universal Guide or search result. So each partner's app should be able to handle this delivered deep link properly. For example, move to the detail page of the content or play the content video directory. It's all the needed metadata for the first format. And this is the second format for content providers which can't provide the external IDs. Program ID and playback items are the same as the ones in the previous page. Type is the type of a program, such as movie, TV show, TV season, TV show episode. Series info is used to define the hierarchy of TV show content. Which means each series info should contain the related TV show and season information and its sequence number. For example, if a program is about an episode of drama Friends, the series info of the episode should contain the relating season ID and its episode number. You can check what I'm saying in the right side. It has show ID and season ID, season number, and episode number. Titles consist of two kinds of titles, main for official main title and short for well-known abbreviation title. Main title is mandatory and short title is optional. Description is the description of a program. It can be a summary or review of the content. Image is one of the most important data for authentic contents. So unless one image is needed, each image can be categorized by two types, banner and iconic. Banner image means that the image has title written on it. So language information is also needed in this case. All the others are iconic images. Also, each type of images can be landscape or portrait. Landscape image should be larger than 928 pixels by 522 pixels. Portrait should be larger than 522 pixels in height. And there are some optional fields too. Even though they are optional, each one is very important because they can be used in recommendation logic. Parental rating consists of content rating value and its issuer. Without this parental rating field, all the content from a CP can be denied for ingestion unless the contents can be guaranteed to safe to be exposed in Samsung TV. And genre is used much in voice search. When a user searches content like show me some action movies, we make the search result based on this information. So providing genre data will make your content get more chances to be exposed on TV. Release date is also important. Usually, new contents are recommended more than the old ones. So not providing this field can make your content dump somewhere in the long tail. Running time is the playing time of the content in seconds. Casts are about the actor and director information of the program. It is easily used by voice search too. When a user search like show me some Tom Cruise movies, we make the result based on this information. Promotion score is a way to provide your promotion preference to our discovery services. Okay, we made this metadata feed validator to, when you make your metadata, you can easily check your feed file is following our spec or not by using this validator. So let me show you some demo. Yes, this is a website opened by Chrome. We support 3 ways to check the feed file: web URI, or direct upload, or AWS S3 bucket. I prefer this long feed file. I will check it from here. After inserting the needed information, yes, it did shows the check result. In this case, it shows that body values are not as expected in the spec for parental ratings. On the base, this kind of feedbacks, we can fix the errors from this file. I prepared the fixed version of this file. Let me check it again. Okay. It shows that the whole file is following our spec well. Also, you can check the statistics of the checked data. This is the result of good file. It shows that there are 3 valid programs, TV show, season, episode. But for the previous one, it shows that there is no valid programs and only one program is invalid and it's all. Okay. Let me summarize the whole metadata ingestion process. First, create your feed file following our spec. And when it's done, submit your feed file to this validator to check it's following our spec or not. When all the programs in the feed file is following our spec, you can submit the file to us. Then the ingestion will be started. Now we support 3 ways to get your feed file: FTP, AWS3, or Web API. Also, usually the ingestion period is once a day, and the feed file itself can be written in XML or JSON, whatever you want. Yes, it was all about the metadata ingestion process. Then let's move to the app development. Tizen TV, Samsung TV is based on Tizen OS. We provide many guides and tools on the web, so it won't be hard to find necessary resources on the web. So I will focus on the deep link payload handling in this session. Yes, this is Samsung developers site. This site might be the first place where many developers are start to learn their Tizen app development. Maybe most of things can be found here, so I recommend you to visit this site when you start your app development. Yeah, this is for handling the deep link payload delivered from discovery services such as Universal Guide or Search Result. First, you need to add this one line in your config file, which will exist in your Tizen app package. This declaration is used to find whether your app supports deep link payload handling or not. Also, it is used to define the string format of delivered deep link. Second, you need to add this kind of few lines on your app to handle the delivered deep link. If there is a delivered deep link, you should handle it to jump the detail page of the content or start to playing of it. Actually, if you are a software engineer, it is very easy code, so able to find what I'm saying. Okay. Also, app release process is in Samsung TV is quite similar with that in other app stores. So when you develop your app and submit it to Samsung TV App Store, some verification will be started. And when it's done, it will be exposed in our App Store. Okay, it's all. And these are about the Discovery Service onboarding guide for Samsung TV. Is there any questions?
If you have any questions, please using that microphone.
Hi.
Hi.
I got a question because all the examples that you showed were or seemed to be a transactional VOD example. So you have a permission or you want to get a permission to watch that one piece of content. How would that change for a subscription? So if we have content that is shown in the universal guide that a user does not have permission to watch yet, how would I display the price or deep link? I couldn't be deep linking to a player because the permission is not there. So I would have to deep link to a detail page and then upsell the subscription to watch it. So like a Netflix approach. How would that work?
Actually, content itself can be served by subscription or transaction. It is actually no relation with that. As you can see in the playback items, there are license. License consists of free, rental, purchase, subscription, or authentication. You want to serve your OTT contents by subscription, right?
Yes.
Then you can fill the license field by subscription, and it's deep link in the deep link payload field. Then your content will be exposed in Discover services as free with subscription, and user can choose your watching option to watch the content on your app.
So on the detail page in the universal guide, you would say free with subscription and not show a price?
Yeah, that's right.
And where would I deep link the user to a detail page, then into my app?
Detail page itself can be composed of your data or...
The detail page in my app, because we're deeply, in your example, you deep link to the player, so you have immediate playback after the purchase, right? That's what I understood in the screen sometimes. Yes. Okay. For that, you would have to have a paywall. No. No, yeah, that's, well, we're special, very special. So then maybe a second question, is the universal guide personalized? So would I know that I have a list of content, like the subscription ABC? I have 3 subscriptions with different permissions. Could I say, I publish all of these 3 catalogs for these 3 different types of subscriptions, and you would know if the user already has a subscription with my app, so you would display the correct catalog in the universal guide?
You mean that you have 3 types of subscription on your app?
Yes.
Yeah, for now, usually don't support that kind of subscription things, so we have no way to support your...
Yeah, and that's where we run into the paywall problem.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you. I think exactly. Yes. We need to talk.
Oh,
Thank you.
Woman, please come into the stage. Thank you.
Okay. Is
Any,
there
any question?
more questions?
How long do you think it could take a content partner to integrate payload code? How long can they turn it around in, do you think, like the shortest amount of time? Is it very, very simple in terms of
Lami,
searching online?
can you ask using the microphone? Because recording the video.
Hello, my question is about the payload code and how long it is to integrate for a content partner. How long does it take to integrate the code within the application, basically? Is it a very quick turnaround time?
Actually,
I guess the code is already made, so do they just need to take the code and then place it in the application? It's really that simple?
yeah, I think it's very simple. If CP has already released their app on TV, adding that a few lines to their source code is very simple, and it's trivial actually in my opinion, but some companies have no develop resources to do that, but it's basically very simple.
So do you think they could turn it around in a day, basically? It's that simple?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you show us the UI to enter all this feed and title information and everything. Is there any API available that we can populate this title and update the title periodically, and then maybe take out some of the title which are, because our content is changing. So how do we keep it up to date programmatically rather than going through the UI every time?
I'm not sure I catch your question correctly. You are saying that you have two different pieces for staging and production.
Got it.
You mean?
Yeah.
Then you can send the URL to us. Then we can setting our batch program to use different URLs for different environment. We can support that kinds of thing.
Yeah, it's the second thing I want to ask, or more deeper question on the first question, is let's say we have 100 movies that we want to showcase into this particular universal view, right? So we provide that 100 movies into the deep linking and everything. Now, if we want to take out some, out of 100 movies, we lost rights of 50 movies. So now we want to take them out. So now we don't support anymore those movies from our new app, let's say. And how do we take them out programmatically from with this particular contract, API contract?
You are saying that you have 100 programs for now, and next week you lose license for some programs.
Yeah.
If you provide your full catalog to us, our code will handle it automatically, so you have nothing to worry about that. We will handle it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you provide your full catalog to us.
Okay, but how would you know the dates of the program? Let's say I have one James Bond movie that I have rights for next 3 months. So I upload that James Bond movie saying that, I can support that as a free option for that movie. If anyone searches for that movie, then they'll see you can watch this movie on IMDb TV or any other streaming service for free because we have the rights right now. But if in the future we lose the rights for that particular program, how do you take the title down?
There's two ways to do it, basically. You can either within the feed, there's a field called expiry date. So if your content will expire, you automatically remove the big service.
Okay.
Or on your side, when you have the feed, you remove it and then it gets refreshed every 24 hours with another person. So you're sending it a new feed every 24 hours. So you can just strip out those movies. It's not a
Yeah.
It's not just one catalog ingestion.
So,
It's dynamic with the content that you add to your service.
got it. So is there any API that we can hit to do this, or is it?
It's an API,
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
from a JSON file that you update on your side, which we ingest into our database.
Okay, it's good to know. Thank you.
Thank you, Remy.
Additionally, we don't support, our basic program is not working on pull mechanism. So, okay. Okay, is there any problems? Questions?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.